Okay, we are live. Chatworth told me notifications on. Chatworth, team is excited and undefeated. Yes, Chatworth says every team is excited and undefeated. Yes, Alabama's coach is they're mad because they're only ranked 11th. So we'll talk about that as some people get in here. Alabama, yeah, they got a chip on their shoulder. Pardon me if you're watching this back. I appreciate you watching this back. Yes, Alabama's coach not happy about being ranked 11th, which is the lowest since 2008, I think. So sounds to me like Alabama going to play with a little bit of an attitude. So we'll see how that goes. Maybe it'll hurt them. Maybe they'll be overconfident, and then maybe I don't think they'll be overconfident, but yeah. And then of course I just put out a basketball video because summer practice of basketball was this week, and I found it encouraging is the word I would use for basketball. Very encouraged by what I saw. Jerron Morton, I like that guy. Justin McBride, I like that guy. Zoom Diallo, yeah, I like that guy. So there's a lot of stuff I liked about the basketball. We can talk about that too. And of course, summer practice football started, and Harley Gilmore was released from the team. What can you say about that kid? I mean, I don't know what he did. Violation of team rules. It had to have been bad. Whatever it was either bad or stupid or both. So too bad. What's up, WKFP? No red, no red. Yeah. Uh, but yeah, we're Harley Gilmore. Yeah, got released from the team. Well, what are you going to do? We need receivers, but we don't need one that's a problem. So I'd rather take somebody who hadn't played. Uh, so that gives us 14 at the 14 on the roster. We will mark off. I'm just going to mark off Harley Gilmore right now because he doesn't count, and we're marking you right off the list. There you go. So that's about 14 I see in practice. So in on the roster. So hey, what are you going to do? 14. All we need is four. Of course, tight end counts as receiver, and so we're good. We're good. We just got some people. Kenny Darby. I found out by watching my own video that Kenny Darby returned kicks in high school and punts. So maybe he will be returning kicks. I don't know. We'll see. He did it a lot in high school. So we'll see. Harley was a colorful dismissal. Yeah, I mean, and a transfer. Yeah, he transferred everywhere. Man, how many chances do you get? I mean, I don't. I know nothing about the kid, so I don't know uh, what he did or didn't do, or obviously doesn't sound like a good student. But what are you going to do? So he's probably done with football. Whatever. I don't know who would take him unless he went to an FBS school. Somebody might take him, but yeah, he ain't gonna make you money. But what are you gonna do? That kid had plenty of chances. So I mean, damn, how many chances do you need? Yeah, when he went to Nebraska and immediately came back, I knew something was up, and we took him back. So, but anyway, yes. So summer practice has started. We'll see. Nothing out of the ordinary. Just getting everybody ready to go for the first game. If you're just getting in here, I'll wait for a few people. Summer practice in basketball, I enjoyed watching that. I liked what I saw. We're going to be able to score. I don't know if we can stop anybody, which nobody stops anybody anymore in basketball. As I just put out a video today, and I linked it in the description here. You can go watch it. I like some of the players we have. I like our point guard. I like Zoom Diallo. Yeah, fast. I like that. Yeah. So anyway, I don't know what his 3-point shooting is, but he can get to the basket, so he don't really need to stand out there and shoot threes. So there you go. But no, football is, I know it's Friday night and it's probably a bad time to come on, but WKRP, but I'm going to come on anyway. You know what? Friday, Sunday, I'll come on whenever. It doesn't matter. But yeah, just looking forward to the first game as we get closer and closer to the first game, right? 4 more Saturdays. WKRP, what do you have to do to get dismissed from the team? Something stupid. I mean, it can't be whatever it was. It was probably really stupid. Something stupid. I don't know. They're not going to say what it was. Whatever it was stupid. violation of team rules could be anything. Maybe he just had a short leash and he did something really stupid, and that Will Stein probably had a real short rope on him because if he did anything, it could be something minor. But look, what are you going to say about the kid? You had a chance to play Division I football and you blew it. So what are you going to do? I don't know, but you know what? I like I said, I don't want any problems on the team. Stoops, that was his big problem in his last couple of years, is he lost control of the team and he let them start acting stupid and immature. I don't want any immaturity on the team. So we don't need that. I'd rather anybody. We got plenty of people who can drop a pass. That's what he was good at to me. I don't see it as a loss. Okay. The guy couldn't run around and he would drop a lot of passes. So, he was fast. That was one good thing. But fast don't do you any good if you can't drop passes and you can't get open. It doesn't. I'm not worried, concerned. Plenty of now Shane Carr. Yeah, Nick Anderson. The only person about that kind of worries me a little bit is Nick Anderson. I just don't know how hurt he is. How I've heard rumors. Okay, he may be more hurt. He'll be ready to go by the first game. Okay, good. So I don't know. We'll see if I see him out there. I kind of looked at practice, but I didn't pay attention to who was. They were in the indoor facility, so which I thought they would be outside. I know it's 97 degrees, but I would go outside. But hey, I'm not the football coach, and that's what you have the facility for. But no, Alabama WKRP. Yeah, their coach is not happy about being ranked 11th and getting no respect. Alabama's going to come in here with a chip on their shoulder. So that'll be an interesting game right there. That'll be very interesting because they got something to prove. And we got something to prove. But that'd be interesting. That'd be interesting. I think the line on that game, the line on the Alabama game is what? What did we say it was? I think I got it. 17. 17? 16 and a half. Okay, 16 and a half. So we're 16 and a half point underdog to Alabama. We can cover that. Yeah. So not worried about. Yeah, and that doesn't mean anything. It's If it's that when we get there, I'll probably bet that. But I expect it to be a closer game than 2 touchdowns. So we shall see. And like I said, if you're just if you're watching this back, let's talk basketball for a minute, right? Well, we can get to football in a second. Basketball. I made a video. I just went down the roster. This Jerron Morton kid, I'm telling you, number 1. He looked good if you watch the practice. Now I've got every other day for the rest of August. Tonight I have a play from the summer practice. I did one play and I did about 12 videos. 12, 13, 14 videos of 12 different plays they ran in practice. So you can see, some of it was just a run out and a steal, but I am going to show you some of the players and how they were doing practice. Tonight is Monsilovich, which I like the Monsilovich kid. Okay. I know we paid a lot of money for him, but he did get in the lane and he did get fouled. So I like that. Yeah. He's not going to just stand out there and shoot 3. He can do more than that. So, Cam Williams, I don't know about Cam Williams. We'll see. The stretch 4, by the way, Congress goes to recess today. So that 5 from 5 fifth-year thing, 30 days, they're in 30-day recess. So that ain't passing for 30 days. So I don't know if we should sign the kid from Missouri or Michigan State because they may not be eligible. And I wouldn't give anybody money that's not going to be eligible to play. So it'll be interesting. We'll probably wait another 30 days and we'll get into September. And we'll see if the Congress passes all that. And once again, all that's legal stuff. Sports Talk Jay did a good video on that. I should have linked to it today. So, practice video. Yes, Frank did not play. And look, I don't know about WKRP. I'm not counting on him. He's injured. I didn't realize he's 275. He's 7 foot 275. Running up and down the floor has to affect him. A big dude like that. I don't know. Hey, what's up, nobody? I don't think I met you, but welcome. WKRP Frank Kepney. He's not practicing. So look, man, that's our problem. This our problem is our 4 spot. That's where we're hurting. Trent Noah, This is your chance, brother, to get some playing time. This Usman NDA guy, look, I don't know how good he is. I don't even know how he's athletic, but can he guard somebody? What can he do under the basket? He has a set shot three. That's all I've seen video of NDA doing is shooting a set shot three. You ain't gonna do that in Division One here, brother. So I don't know, man. We need somebody at the four spot. I mean, he's athletic, he can run, yeah, but can he score? Can he guard somebody? So man, Trent Noah, dude, Trent Noah, I saw he's 225, listed at 225. Dude, you need to be 230, 235 and bulk up. That's what you need to do. And we'll see. That's our big Achilles heel is who's going to play the four. Now you can play three guards if you wanted to. So I don't know. But yeah, what's up, nobody? Go Big Blue. Jason Cola. Yep, 4 or 5. Yeah, that's it. WKRP. That now Congress is in recess for 30 days. Summer recess. So you can sign him, but there's no guarantee he'll be eligible. So if you sign them and they don't do the 5, all that stuff is going to go to court. Just because one judge said you could do it, another judge could overrule. I don't know. It's all, and it has to go to, it has to go to the Senate and it has to go to the House. And I just don't see it getting. The SEC's, fighting realignment. I should link to Sports Talk J. The Big Ten has something where expansion was set to 19 teams. Yeah, and they're trying to get Notre Dame for their 19th team. So we'll see. Like I said, will the SEC expand in sports? I don't know. It could go from 16 to 18. I mean, we could take Florida State, North Carolina. We'd have to pick Clemson, North Carolina. Will we expand? Look, all that stuff is just up in the air. I mean, I don't know. All I know is our basketball team is, we moved up to 5th in the SEC rankings in basketball. Okay, 5th. We were like 9th, so at least we moved up a little. We got some solid players, but you ain't gonna we ain't making a Final Four run with it. I like these guys. I like our point guard. I like Alex Wilkins as a shooting guard. They look the part, but man, Cam Williams has got to get healthy, and he's 6'7". I mean, he could play the 4 if he had to, but it'd be a small 4. I don't know. Mark Pope, Braden Hawthorne. Okay, I've got a short of him, a couple shorts of him. They're coming out. He dunks. I mean, look, he's at 195. I mean, come on, man. 6'8", 195. You're gonna get pushed around. I don't know what he can do. So, Kepnang is hurt. Cam Williams is hurt, but he should be fine. But I do like Justin McBride, and that Jerron Morton dude won the – Mark Pope did a little contest, and somehow he kept analytics, and Jerron Morton won the analytics contest, whatever the hell they kept score on. I don't care about analytics. I just look at Jerron Morton and go, that guy can play. So, yeah. What's up, John? Harley open. Always wanted the ball. Well, he's Harley welcome now. Harley welcome. Harley here because he's gone. Yeah. What are you going to do? Stupid kid. I mean, had a chance to play Division One. He'll probably go play in an FBS school, or maybe he'll be playing in the penal leagues. I don't know. I mean, he didn't get arrested. I shouldn't say that jokingly. I don't know, what he did, or and maybe it'll come out later. But yeah, you're dismissed from the team. There's a reason. Yeah, I knew they weren't talking about him. They never were talking about. They didn't really talk about him in the spring. So I was like, man, they're not talking about Harley. They never mentioned his name. Maybe once, but I knew something was up. So, yeah. What are you going to do? So that leaves us with like 14 receivers 14 on the roster. So, we're good. We just got to look. Some young guys got to step up. Some people who had never played, Jacaden Ferguson, the kid from Arkansas who didn't play, but you got to play now. DJ Miller. Yeah, I'm worried about, wide receivers. The one thing I'm a little worried about. But we're throwing short passes. So, which, still got to have a long threat, Nick Anderson. But, I mean, we'll see how it goes. Other than wide receiver, our offensive line is good. Well, we're going to have to run the ball, as you can see. I'm the only one. By God, I'm about the only well, I'm not the only person. Smaller, no bigger channel is talking about. I mean, they are, but they aren't. We're going to throw, and we're going to change the culture. Look, man, I don't give a damn how you change the culture, but you better win. Yeah, so run the ball. C.J. Baxter, Barnes, Baxter Barnes. Yeah, I mean, come on. We got to run the football. We can't. Yeah, with our receivers, you ain't throwing it. You run if you throw it 40 times a game, we're gonna lose. I no. So Jason Patterson has a chance to play. So anyway, it'll be interesting to see how our offense, what we do on our offense. What at UT San Antonio, it was more wide receivers and more four wide set. I don't think we can do that. I think we'll have to do more of an Oregon, where it's tight end heavy and run outside zone run. That's probably what you're going to see, if I had to guess. So we'll see. Obviously, you can't tell anything. Like you watch these, like in basketball, you can watch a practice video and go, okay, yeah, they're doing that. They were doing the 5-out offense where 3 people stand there, 2 guys are moving. Man, that's boring if you're losing, guys. Zoom action and 3 guys are standing around the goal and 2 guys are moving. Now we have 2 guys who can move, and Diallo and Wilkins. So I'm not worried about that. And then in football, yeah, Minchie can always run. So we got the tight ends. I might as well play 2 tight ends and just line. You might as well just line Willie Rodriguez up, and they will. They're going to move. You're going to see Rodriguez everywhere. So yeah, they're going to move him around. They're going to have to. We're going to have to. So yeah, Shane Carr. That's my breakout guy. That's the guy I think you're going to see step up and do something. We'll see. But yeah, Harley Gilmore gone. What are you going to do? Like, once again, what are you going to do? So what's up, nobody? I see you said, John. We know nothing, right? And nobody else does. That's right. Right. We know nothing. I do know that Alabama's coach is mad. Well, he's not mad. Alabama's going to play with a chip on their shoulder. They're ranked 11th, which is the lowest since 2008, and nobody's talking about them. And their coach said to Dubose, I mean, man, he looked serious. He said, yeah, our team knows we're getting disrespected. So expect Alabama to play with a chip on their shoulder. So yeah, I mean, there's some that's a proud fan base right there in football. So yeah, I'm not saying we, won't give them a game or won't beat them, but we'll see. That'll be a good second game. But yeah, let's get to the first game and see what happens. They're brand new too. Yeah, on offense. Yes, they got some offensive linemen and a quarterback who supposedly can, kind of like Minchie, can run and throw. And then they got a freshman running back, one of the best ones out of high school, who's really good. So, we'll see. They spent a lot of money. So, we'll see. We have the element of surprise. I know we've talked about this on the live before. We're not going to show anything. They play some little school, and we play some little schools first. So they're not going to show us anything. We're not going to show them anything. So it'll be, I can't wait to see the game, how it shakes out. Yeah. Minchie looks fine in practice. He makes all the throws. It's practice. Okay. It's practice. I hate to be Allen Iverson for all you older people. Philadelphia 76ers. Got fined for missing practice. Practice. But yeah, it's good though. I mean, if you don't look good in practice, you ain't going to be good in the game. So not worried about Minchie. He'll be fine. It might take him a while. I expect him to play most of the game, the first game. I really do, because he's never started a game. So I would think you want to run some stuff, just run some basic stuff. I'm sure he'll play into the fourth quarter, and then we'll take him out if we're blowing him out. We're a 23.5-point favorite on FanDuel for the Youngstown State game, which, okay, that's pretty good. I mean, it's not, I already bet it. I think we're going to blow these. We should blow these guys out, but maybe we won't. Chatsworth, Youngstown State. Yep. Oh, they do have a game? Wow. Okay. I did not know that. Wow. I wonder, it must be against somebody. Yeah. So they get to warn. Well, okay. Then they'll come in all, yeah. They'll come in banged up. No, I mean, I did not know they had a game. So, wow. Okay. Well, whether they do or whether they don't, we should win a game. They were 8-5 last year. Okay. Yeah. And yeah, that's FBS. I don't even know what. Is that Youngstown, Ohio, or Youngstown, Pennsylvania? I don't even know what. I thought it was Ohio. Maybe it's Pennsylvania. They play Mercyhurst. Okay, that sounds like a a Mercury hearse, like you're getting to a funeral. Mercy Hurst. Okay, well, Mercy Hurst will just be a practice for them, I'm sure. Yeah, Mercy Hurst probably won't get pressure on the quarterback because I know they got some all conference players and FBS All American candidates. But listen, man, yeah, there's no way our offensive and defensive line should even be challenged by these dudes. 60,000, Ohio. Okay, I didn't know Youngstown, PA. Okay, Ohio. I thought it was Ohio. Okay, well, 60,000. That's pretty good. I mean, that's smaller than Owensboro. Owensboro's 95. Yeah, I think. Anyway, yeah. Hey, we look our offensive line, yeah, and our defensive line should have a good game. And if they don't, we're in trouble. But I think they will. Yes. Don't get anybody hurt. That's the key here. Yeah. Now, 12,000 students. Well, that's pretty good. 12,000 now. That's pretty good. To be a nod where students are from. Yes. Yeah, I'm sure. Oh yeah, that was made up a couple years ago. Oh yeah, yeah. He was an Ohio guy, so and that's fine. If you're gonna do a cupcake, you might as well help somebody out. Uh, but yeah, so look, just get through the game. Is there is their big game? Yeah, and they will make money, right? So they get money. So they'll make a lot of money on this game. It's not on TV. So come in here. We'll do the game in here. First game, Youngstown State. I'll have it on my iPad because I have the ESPN app, and we will be watching the game. Steal something. Now, Corey, I don't know what he did. They're not saying what he did. It may come out like next week or something. I don't know what he stole something. Well, he didn't steal any footballs. Yeah, because he couldn't carry them. Yeah, yeah. So he didn't steal footballs. I know that. He sure as hell didn't steal any touchdowns. I don't know what he did. Violation of team rules. Yeah, I mean that could be anything. I don't think he had a long leash, to be honest with you. I think they took him back. They probably gave him a short leash. He probably did something stupid. Got caught doing something really stupid. Obviously, I don't think he was arrested or they haven't announced it. And surely they would. Somebody would have announced it. So I'm going to say he didn't get it. I don't know what he did, but whatever it was, look, man, it happens. Hey, Sacred, what's up? UK 35,000. Well, there you go. Versus 11,000. Well, there you go. Doesn't Western have the most students now? Western Kentucky, with all their satellite campuses, supposedly has the most students. I don't know if that's true. A couple years ago, they did. They passed Louisville and Kentucky, I think. I could be wrong. I have a friend that works at Western. Yeah. I mean, look, it's Youngstown State, guys. No, I don't think he's like Kirk Creason. Well, no, the FBI, man, Kirk Creason, what? That dude's going to jail. Yeah, you can get an attorney, but man, when you steal money and the FBI gets involved, you go into jail. Where she will be more fun. Yeah, Corey, I was talking about that. Yeah, somebody's going to get Shane Carr, Jacaden Ferguson. Look, they never talked about. If you notice, they never mentioned Harley Gilmore. Like even in the spring, I think they knew he was not even being talked about. And I thought, well, maybe they're just not talking about him. But no, they never talked about him. They talked about Crowder. They talked about all the other people. They did not bring him up. So I knew something's up. Liberty University, 104,000. Wow. Well, Liberty's got satellite campuses all over the place. So yeah, I mean, yeah, you're not going to get Liberty itself, but it has campuses everywhere in multi-states. So yeah, right. So yeah, Liberty, you're not going to beat that. What did I miss about? About the Youngstown State. Yeah, March 6th. Yeah, that was about March 6th. Yeah, game. But yeah, so I don't feel sorry for him, Harley Gilmore. What are you gonna do? And it doesn't bother me because I don't think the guy was all that good. I never thought he was that good. Hence the name Harley Open. So yeah, now all these young people, Ashton Cozart, senior or junior from SMU, who hadn't really played. Rico Crowder, Brock Coffin from Louisville. This Xavier Daisy, they haven't really brought his name up. UAB. I mean, we'll see. Prince Jean, freshman. I think Kenny Darby. Kenny Darby returned kicks in high school and punts. That might be our punt returner. I can't wait to see who's returning kicks. But Kenny Darby's going to be on you got to get him on the field. If he can return kicks, let Darby return kicks. I know he's a freshman, but hey, if he did it in high school, I forgot my own video that I made a couple weeks ago. And he returned kicks and punts. So maybe Darby's our specialist. Yeah, I think so, Corey. Yeah, I forgot. Yeah, he did return kicks and punts in high school. Hardly, what'd you say, John Blue? Hardly open. Yeah, he's gone. Yeah. Well, what are you gonna do? It didn't work. I mean, that's college kids. I unretired his nickname. Yeah. Now he's Hardly Welcome. That's his new name. I think I called him Hardly Here. I don't know what you. He has a. We have to give him his last nickname. Uh, you know, yeah. Hardly conscious, hardly intelligent. Because whatever you did, it had to have been stupid. So hardly intelligent. Whatever. What are you going to do? Shake your head. Like I said, 14 receivers on the roster, and Kenny Darby, and we got plenty of. So one of these guys who haven't played, Kaufman, Crowder, or Jaquaden Ferguson, excuse me, from Arkansas. That's the one they keep mentioning for a slot. That's competing for starting slot receiver. Hardly mattered. That's a good one. Yep, that hardly mattered. Yep. Hardly ever here. I don't know. Mummy running through 16 wide receivers. Yeah. That was the good old days. Hal Mummy. Yes, he ran through everybody. Yeah. He had some good ones. Yeah, I mean, look, that's the only worry for me. If Nick Anderson were to get hurt, now you got to play Darby out. You got to play somebody fast out there, right? I don't know who Shane. Let's knock on wood. I haven't seen Nick Anderson. I mean, I didn't look at all the film. I hope he's practicing. Yep. We're gonna put a wide. Yep. I already said that. Yep. Yeah. Rodriguez is going to be wide in the tight end. We're going to move him all over. He's too good. Yeah, and we'll have Boyer on the line if we need Boyer. We're going to play two tight ends. So there you go. Boyer and Rodriguez will probably be in the game. Yeah. And the Bengals activated Josh Caddis. There you go. So the Bengals playing, man, Mark Stoops got some people in the NFL. Yeah, so Josh Caddis got activated. Justin Caddis, it has to be his brother, is on our team as a freshman this year. It's got to be his brother, his cousin, or something, because it's spelled the same. So yeah, man, with tight ends, we're good. Skinner, Elijah Brown, Justin Caddis, Boyer Rodriguez. So yeah, maybe we'll see some 3 tight ends, 13 personnel. I don't know. That's probably for we'll see. I don't know that we'll do that, but yeah, tight. Look, Willie Rodriguez is important. That's the guy now. And running backs have to be able to catch. We got to run the football now, guys. Look, I keep saying it. We got to run the football. I don't care about the score. I don't care about how exciting it is. Run the damn football and stop somebody, or we will be closer to 4.5 wins than we will be 6 or 7 wins. So yeah, the defense has to come through. Nichols, I think did see an interview with Trayon Nichols. It was a good interview. He said there will be corner blitz, not many, but he said there's corner blitzes. So yeah, I don't know how much we're going to corner blitz, but everybody likes Jay Bateman. So we'll see. Corey, hype about Denarius Gray. Yeah, I mean, I haven't heard his name. I have not heard his name in practice very much. I don't know about you. I have not heard his name in practice. But yeah, he's on there. Yeah, high school player from Florida that we flipped that was going to Auburn, I think, right? So, I mean, maybe he's on there. They haven't said his name. That doesn't mean anything just because they haven't said his name. Who's the top draft pick in men's basketball teams? Oh man, I don't know women's basketball. Probably yeah. You mean draft pick on football? It's probably it'd be an offensive lineman. I would probably say an offensive lineman. If Willie Rodriguez has a good year, but tight ends don't get picked unless you're spectacular. It'll probably be one of the offensive linemen. And look, yeah, those 1-year guys, it'll be Colton Price or Lance Hurd, or Tigru Tishola. It'd probably be one of those. Yeah, it'd be one of those. Basketball, I have no idea, guys. Basketball, I mean, it'll be Milan Masilovic. He'll probably be, next year. He's got to go to the NFL, right? So, yeah, I would say him. We don't have NBA players on our team, which is fine. watching the summer practice. If you're just getting in here, I like this. I like what I saw in the summer practice. We just got guys that are hurt. Once again, this Kepnang guy. We took a guy that's hurt. Okay, man. He's a big dude, 275, but he's just going to play 10 minutes a game. If he can play 10 minutes a game and give uh, uh, my man Malachi Moreno a blow, that would be good. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, look, Brees Potter. I mean, he's okay, but your starting guy cannot. We can't be relying on Reese Potter. If Malachi Moreno gets in foul trouble, well, we're gonna have to go small, right? I mean, we can't. Who the hell? Who are we gonna play? Hawthorne's 6'8", but he's 195. I mean, you can push him. I can push him out of the way. So I don't know, man. On basketball, that's a good question. Who will be? Yeah, I would say Monsilovich. Other than him, I don't know that we have very many NBA players. So I think that those days are over. Yeah, when Cal was here, we were going to get NBA players. Even Cal didn't get all the NBA players anymore. So I'm thinking Javante Barnes gets 100 yards a game. Well, that would be good versus Youngstown State. Well, yeah, somebody should break one. Look, so yeah, I mean, somebody should break one of these guys. Yeah, somebody get Baxter, Barnes. Just nobody get hurt. But yeah, look, we got to run the ball. We got to run the ball. That's going to be important. Because I just don't know how good our wide receivers are, guys. I mean, look, DJ Miller he had a couple good games. He played in like 4 or 5 games. He did good. He caught 2 touchdowns, but yeah, he has to keep progressing. So we'll see. Okay. Other than Nick Anderson, well, Shane Carr's played a lot of snaps. We don't have anybody that's played a lot of snaps at wide receiver. Therein lies the problem. We don't have anybody that's experienced. Shane Carr and Nick Anderson are about your only really guys who have really played a lot. Other than that, nobody. So yeah, this is where Kenny Darby gets some playing time. This Kaufman or kid from Louisville, somebody has to step up. They keep saying, like I said, Ferguson from Arkansas, Jacaden Ferguson. Will Stein's brought his name up a couple times as a slot receiver. So I don't know who will be where and how many receivers are we going to play. 3 wide receivers and a tight end. 2 back sets, 1 back sets. He talked about 2 back sets. So 2 back set, you're going to be running the ball. So I say that you can leak one out, but yeah, like I know football. But yeah. But I hope somebody gets 100 yards in the first game, Corey. Yes, that would be nice. But for the year, I hope we have I hope Barnes gets 500 and Baxter gets 500 and Patterson gets about 250, and that's a good year right there. Don't overuse anybody. Of course, Barnes is a senior, Baxter is a junior, Patterson is a sophomore. So, and we moved the kid over to there that I can't remember. We just moved over there from the defensive backfield. I need to move him over here because I do not have him over here. So Martellus Carter. So we moved Martellus Carter over to running back. So we'll see. I need to put that on here. Crawford, that's 8. Martellus Carter. I need to put that on my list for running backs. So we got 8 running backs. Okay. Defensive line. Yeah. It might be Darby. Hopefully, running back can help out in the pass game. Yes, Corey. Well, they have to. And in his style of offense, yeah, you're always one of the checkdowns. And if nobody covers him, then you're going to get rid of the ball and get it over to him. It's like a handoff. You're going to hit him real quick. He's going to get 3 or 4 yards and maybe get tackled. It's just instead of handing the ball off, you're throwing a quick pass. I get it. See Bill Walsh. The West Coast offense, 1980. Okay, well, 1981, 82. Well, actually, they're running 80. That's nothing new. I mean, everybody likes to. I want to see passing. Okay, well, you probably will see it. Chatsworth, Youngstown State mascot. Yeah, I knew they weren't scary. They do a penguin dance. Okay, well, hey, man, if they score on us, they deserve to do the penguin dance. I don't know what a penguin dance is, because the penguin's kind of big and floppy. But hey, sounds cool to me. Might as well celebrate. Yeah, a penguin dance. And look, and he also talked about Trent is in much better shape than last year. Somebody's commenting on my basketball video. Somebody's telling me he's in much better shape. Like, okay, Mark Moyers, how would you know? Come on my live and talk to me, Mark. Somebody comment on my video. I'm not. Okay. But yeah, I lost my train of thought. Oh, us. Are we going to have air? Now, Will Stein has not said. Are we going to have a train whistle? Are we going to have an air raid siren? What's our sound going to be for like a first down? Or to get the team? We'll see. Or when we score, what will we do? What will we play? I don't know. There's something. What are we going to do? And it's not going to be the train whistle. I'd rather bring back the air raid siren. I don't know about you guys. I'd rather bring back the air raid siren. So, but I don't know if that'll happen. And at the end of the day, does it matter? Just score. Their game against Southern Illinois, they scored on their first possession. Wow. Okay. Good. All right. Well, hopefully they don't do that to us. Yeah. Like our defense. Come on, man. But we should. Our defensive line should control them pretty well. And I'm not saying they're going to throw the ball. They're going to. Yeah. We should definitely shut the run down. Come on. We'll see. Bo Barnes. We'll see Bo Barnes and all that. The dance is to waddle from side to side. Okay. Well, see, I could do that dance. You just waddle from. Okay. Sounds silly, but if you're a penguin, what else could you do? You can't fly. You can't really pick up your feet. So waddling is all a penguin can do. I like it. I would have the penguin for like Batman, have somebody smoking a cigarette, big hat with a monocle, dressed up like Burgess Meredith. There's an old name for all you. Well, you're probably too young for some of you. Burgess Meredith as the penguin. That would be cool. Worth paying to see the game. Well, I've got the app, so I'm going to watch it. If they score on us, I'll see if they do a penguin dance. I hope we shut them out, to be honest with you. But I don't know if we'll shut them out. But bring out the air raid for third down. Yeah, I mean, I like the air raid better than now. We're not going to run the ball. You must not watch Nudgy. Oh, he can dribble and get his own shot. Okay, I don't know what. Some guys over here commenting on my video. Look, dude, I watched everything in there, brother, whoever you are. Mark Moyers is starting to get on my nerves. Mark, you getting on my nerves. Come on the live. We're live right now. I know you know it. Are SEC ready at wide receiver? Nah, I don't know. Corey. Middle linebacker, yeah, we'll be fine. Yeah. And there's only two linebackers. Well, actually, we say 4-2-5. They morph into a 3-4, 4-3. Look, you're going to play 2 or 3 linebackers. If Sam Green is healthy, we're fine. Yeah, I mean, we're fine at linebacker because you got Graydon and you got Bo Barnes and you got Sam Green. So, yeah, we're good at linebacker. Now, wide receiver, dude, I'll let you know. We got 2 guys with that's really got some experience. That is it. And one of them played at Southern Utah. And if Nick Anderson is a bust, now we're in trouble. So, yeah, that's the only worry for me is, Then you will see some 2-back sets and you will throw the tight end. And we'll be a tight end heavy. Hell, you might as well play 13 personnel, just like Seattle and the Rams. I don't know what he'll do. It'll be interesting to see what he does with the running backs and how good. What if our receivers turn out to be, or get off to a slow start? I mean, some of these people haven't played. You won't get off to a slow start. I don't think Miller will. Don't think Shane Carr. Don't think Nick Anderson will. But other than that, I mean, man, you look down this roster, got some kid from UAB that played in a couple games last year. I haven't even heard him mention his name. I like Kenny Darby. Just put Kenny Darby out there. I like that guy. He's fast. Falling down Tennessee last year and give a touchdown. We only lost by 10. Well, I don't remember him falling down, but it's possible. We never had any chance at that game, but I don't remember falling down, but he may have. Evidently he's having a good spring. So, excuse me. I said the wrong person. Grant Godfrey. Graydon is a defensive back. My bad, guys. I'm the wrong Grant. Grant Godfrey, our junior linebacker. Yeah, Graydon is a defensive back. Wrong guy. I had the football roster and the basketball roster in my head. Wrong guy, Monaco Corey. Yeah. I meant to say, Grant Godfrey, excuse me. And, of course, Antoine Smith. They keep bringing him up. He looks good. He played in 5 games last year. So, Antoine Smith, Sam Green, Grant Grant Godfrey, and Bo Barnes are the four people they're talking about the most. And we have 10 linebackers on the roster. Of course, some of these people have not played. And I don't know who Wyatt Pyle is, and Tavion Wallace from Arkansas was a sophomore. He only played one game. Yeah, so we'll see. Not worried about linebacker. I'd be more concerned about wide receiver. I'm concerned about cornerback. Yeah. Can our cornerbacks, Nichols and Hassan Sykes, we'll see. Yeah. We pretty much handed Sykes the starting job. So they evidently see something that, of course I couldn't see anyway. And you can't get any Western Carolina games, so how would I know? Yeah, somebody's giving me a hard time over here. Don't give me a hard time on I made a basketball video. It's in the description. I like the basketball team. Looking at the practice this week, which was only yesterday. So I made a lot of shorts. I spliced it up into about 12 shorts. So you'll see 12 different plays. And, what's this guy giving me a hard time about? Not that I care about this guy, but, well, anyway, we'll look at you later. You can give me a hard time later. Yeah, I don't know what he's doing. I don't know who Najee is. He can dribble and get his own shot. Well, who the hell are you talking about? NDA. Dude, if you're talking about NDA, I'm sorry. I'm reading a comment. If this dude is talking about an NDA, you must know. I watched some of his games. Yeah. Whoever you are on Mark Warriors on the other side. Yeah. I scouted NDA. I got a video on him. Yeah. He can dribble in the European League. Okay. I ain't seen people forget these overseas players. Yeah. Jelovic last year. Yeah. How many three? Oh, he was lighting it up in the European League. He was lighting it up. This ain't the European League, NDA. I think that's who he's trying to tell me. Yeah. And so, yes, I'm not even talking. He ain't even in here. He's commenting on my video. Usamain NDA or India, however you say his name. Not sold on him yet. What stood out at your practice, Grant Godfrey, to you at practice? Now, football practice, WKRP, I couldn't get a read on anything because they were just really running drills. What stood out to me? Minchie's timing. It's practice, but his timing throws were good. I mean, look, that's really all you saw in practice. All I saw were drills. Whereas in basketball, I can say, oh, okay, they're running, I know they're running the zoom action. And yeah. So a football practice, nothing really stood out right now. I can't wait to see the first depth chart because I want to know who the backup players are. I'm not necessarily worried about the starters. But yeah, like a wide receiver, who's going to be the X? Who's going to be the Y? Who's going to be in the slot? Who's going to be? I bet you Shane Carr will see the field. So he looks the part. It's hard for what they showed at football. It's hard. They're drills, like everybody's doing drills. It's hard to gauge anything off of drills. So, and nobody said anything. Other than the atmosphere, and it feels different. It feels good. So this is what I got out of practice from the Kentucky media. Feelings. It feels good. So if it feels good, hey, hooked on a feeling. That's an old song. Yeah. So it feels, the vibe, and the vibe is different, and the vibe is, better. Okay, man, listen, that's all nice and good until you go friggin' 4-8. I say that nicely. Yeah, let's just get out there and win some games. If you're just getting in here, yeah, like we said, Alabama's coaches, they're playing with an edge. They're not happy about the way people are talking about them, and they're going to have something to prove. So that'd be a good second game. Glad we got that game at home. Minchie will get to play 2 home games before he goes to Texas A&M the third week. So that's good. That's good. So yeah, Kenny Minchie's the key, right? That's your quarterback's the key. If he has a good year, if he has the year that we think he's going to have, we'll be fine. If he doesn't, well, we definitely, other than as far as backup quarterback, we're going to have to see who wins that. Ponatoski or Ward will probably, yeah. So yeah, we'll see. Yeah, there's another question. Who's going to be the backup quarterback on the first depth chart? Ponatoski just got here. It can't be him, right? He can't be. I wouldn't think he would be the back. Damn, I don't think he'll be the second guy on the depth chart at quarterback. I doubt that. I say that. Maybe will be. I don't know what you guys think about that, but yeah, I mean, you just got. I mean, he don't even know where his locker's at. I mean, hey, you're starting. I don't know, but no, I couldn't tell WKRP from football drills. It just, drills. The offensive line supposedly, well, the offensive line should be good. Yeah, we paid a lot of money for it. It should be good. WKRP, I thought it was very odd that team had a practice at Rupp. I didn't know that was at Rupp. I didn't think about that. That was at Rupp. I didn't think about that. Well, I mean, I guess if you can practice there, you know why? You know why, don't you? I think I know why, WKRP. Because football's on camp. Football's practicing right there. So if you're going to have a practice in their practice facility, ball field, right, practice facility, you're at your practice facility. So if you're the coach, you go, hey, and I'm not saying Mark Pope would do this. He's like, hey, I need to get some attention. Let's go to Rupp. The football team's practicing on campus, right? So we'll go to Rupp. Maybe that had something to do with it. And then that way we'll get I'm not saying he was competing for attention, but I do find it strange that they had practice this week and they made a big deal. Maybe they would do both sports. Maybe we can do both sports at once. But yeah, I find it kind of, strange. I thought, hey, why are we doing that on the first day of football practice? You having a, thing at Rupp. I mean, I don't know about you. Now that I think about that, that's a pretty stupid thing to do. And why are you still in football? I mean, even if you didn't do it on purpose, man, once again, it makes my point. If you watch this back, we will never put football first. Never. We didn't do it to practice. We'll have our practice too. We'll practice at Rupp. So I mean, they could practice at Commonwealth Stadium, but I don't know, guys. It's just, I just wish we'd showcase football and little things like that. I don't want to read into it, but I don't know how you guys think about it. How much does our wide receiver room hurt Minchie, or does it? I'll let you know, Corey, after about the third, when we get through Alabama and Texas A&M, we'll know how good our receivers are. We don't have a lot of depth and experience at receiver. That's the problem. That's a problem. Now, we're throwing short passes, guys. We're not doing anything, spectacular. We're running the mesh concept. A lot of people run the mesh concept, crossing routes, picking people off. Everybody runs that. So yeah, it's classic, West Coast type offense. In fact, he's cited Josh Heupel. So so I don't know, man. Corey, that's a good question. We'll know. Most of the team has never been in Rupp. Oh, well, I mean, did you have to pick the football practice to go there, or could you go there like on Sunday or Saturday? I don't know. I mean, they're going to be in Rupp eventually. Maybe it was nothing. I just, thought, well, damn, I turn on, like I go on KSR to read football highlights, and for the practice, and first thing I see is clips on Rupp and Twitter and X, and then there's little clips of basketball. And I'm like, yeah, I got to scroll. Where's the football? So once again, yeah, it may just be. I heard a player mention he's never seen Rupp. Well, they probably had seen Rupp. NDA has probably seen the United States. Hell, let alone Rupp Arena. Yeah, he hadn't seen Canes. Skyline Chili. Yeah, he hadn't seen that. But I mean, it's just probably me. But I was thinking, damn, let football have its day before they went. Okay, well, maybe they just said, hey, man, let's get on a bus. Y'all want to go see the stadium? Yay, yes. Mark Pope, I love him, man. let's go drive around. Y'all want to see the stadium? Yeah. You want to see your locker room? This is where your locker is going to be. I mean, what is this, high school and shit? I mean, I'm going to show you where your class is going to be. I don't know. I'm just being silly. But yeah, I mean, I never seen referee before. No, you probably haven't. But we'll see. Diallo or Wilkins? I like the Morton kid, man. I'm telling you right now, man, that Morton dude, he's good. Yeah, I play three guards. I'd seriously think about playing three guards if we had to. He's that good. He'd be more of a shooting guard. Well, he did steal the ball. He was running the point when Diallo wasn't in there. Yeah, I mean, the Morton kid is a surprise for me. I did not know he was that good. And he won the little analytics challenge, however they keep score on, blah, blah, blah. which is good. He won it. So yeah, Jerron Morton. Yeah, I'm surprised, pleasantly surprised. Zoom Diallo is fast. Like he stole the ball. He got down the floor. He gets to the basket quickly. I like him. Yes, get to the basket because the other three guys are just going to stand out there, and then two guys are once again. That's a boring. That's hard to watch if you're losing. That's why you couldn't watch it last year. You get your ass kicked and you only got two guys moving around and you're watching three. Yeah, I can't watch that unless we're winning or it's a close game. So hopefully that will all work out. And yeah, I don't know about the Zoom. I mean, a lot of people are doing it. So there's no more post play. There's no motion offense where five guys, everybody's setting screens and trying to get to the basket. It's no more. It's all 3-point shooting. I get it. But yeah, the Morton, you're right, Corey. Morton, good player, good player, and I like Justin McBride for a big guy who's 6'8", 250, senior. Yeah, he can hit some threes. He's a pretty good player too. So Trent Noah, if Trent Noah and Cam Williams can come back and do something and grow, they're they got to get better. They got to get better. I can't have Cam Williams scoring 7 points a game. We can't have Trent Noah can't be on the floor because you can't slide your feet and you can't guard anybody. He's getting cooked out. You can't get cooked out there. I said on my video, which is in the description, where I talk about summer practice. You can't have guys getting cooked out there on defense. So hopefully Trent Noah will get in the weight room and. And I saw him, and somebody made a comment on my. Have you seen him? Well, hell yeah, I saw him. I watched the practice. I mean, he didn't look. I mean, I didn't look at him to see how he didn't look all bulky to me, but he's got all summer to he's got some time here to get in the weight room. So yeah, I'm not saying that Mason Williams was a standout at practice. I mean, WKRP, I thought he was okay. I mean, he's okay. What is he? 6'3"? Yeah, he's. He did okay. He did okay. He hit some shots. He did okay. Hayfield's here. Hayfield, I'm glad you're here, man. We're talking about basketball and football. Yeah, Mason Williams, look, man, he's a backup. If he can come in and spell somebody, if he's going to be the backup point guard, then fine. And I guess he is the backup point guard, right? Unless the Zion Hawthorne, which I don't know if he is or not, he ain't going to be. It's going to be, yeah, Mason Williams. He's a backup point guard. So I hope he can do that. AFO Gilmore. I don't have any thoughts, AFO. I'm not surprised. It ain't like I went, oh my God, Hardly Gilmore got kicked off the team. Now I wasn't surprised, AFO. Look, I don't know what the kid did. He probably had a short leash. I said on here, he had a short leash. He did something stupid. I hope he didn't get arrested, or they probably would have said, what's up, Sacred? Who are they looking for at the 15th spot? I don't know. They're looking at, well, first of all, Congress went on a 30-day recess. So guess what happens to the 5-and-5 rule? Nothing. So it's going to be 30 more days now because nobody's going to rule on it, and it's not going to be, they're looking at the dude from Missouri and a guy from Michigan State, and that's fine. But if you sign them and they're not eligible, see, that's the deal. So what do? If you give them any kind of money, and then, there's no guarantee that will be passed. And Sports Talk Jay has a video out today where he talks about conference realignments and some of that stuff. And look, none of that stuff is just because one judge said it, you can do it. That don't mean you can do it. Yeah. So I don't know. I don't know who. That's who we're looking at. Is a stretch four. That's all we hear. Stretch four. We are stretch four. We don't have one. This NDA. Some guys on there give me a hard time on my video. Look, NDA is he's an athletic dude, but I don't know if he can guard anybody. How does he do under the basket? I have no idea. All his highlights of him jacking up threes. So you got a 7-foot guy who's going to jack up threes? No. I mean, you got to, so I don't know who our stretch four is going to be, or who our fourth guy is going to be from the four. I mean, I put Justin McBride in there if I had to. Justin McBride can be our four. I can tell you right now. He's 6'8", 250. He's skilled enough that he can at least make basic plays, and he can shoot a three. So I'm going to say if Usman NDA fails, Justin McBride's sitting there waiting to play. Going recess now is bull. This needs to be determined next week with football. Yeah, well, it isn't. That's 30 days. And then it won't be determined then. It won't be determined for a while, guys. It could be the end of the year. That they don't have to vote on it. They don't have to. They can table it. It's going to be challenged in court. I mean, I don't look for that to save us. Now we're going to leave that spot open. And if all of a sudden we get to November or October and they go, yeah, you can play 5, then we'll sign one of those guys. Until then, we ain't signing one of those guys. Because what are you going to, unless you want to just give them money to sit in limbo. I don't know that I'd do that. 30, yeah. Yeah. I don't know, WKRP. Yeah. Yeah, the NCAA. I'm going to tell you what, man. They make a lot of money. They make a lot of money. I'm looking for football with possible afar. Yeah, well, that's APO. Look, he's on. I thought he was on the Packers roster practice team. You know, Afari. I mean, look, do we need another safety? I mean, we with Castell and Bryant, but yeah, I would like for him to come back. But once again, it just got put on 30 more days. So guess what? By the time they come back, it's going to be the first game. We'll already have played one game. So if Afari comes in, how much is he practicing? How much does he know the blitz packages? I don't know. I wouldn't count on that. I would just go, that's not going to happen. Now, if it happens and we can get him in here, he could play halfway, after a couple games. I don't know. We'll see. But I don't think it's going to happen. Yeah, he play outside linebacker. Yeah, it ain't going to happen. Yeah, I just he could. I mean, but yeah, just don't count on it because now Congress just went on 30-day recess. By the time they come back, it will be after the first game, right? So the Monday after we'll already have played, and then they ain't going to vote on it immediately. So look, that would be later in the year. So I would not think that. Yeah, if I was Alex Afari, I would try to make an NFL team or go to the CFL, see if you can play somewhere up in Canada and make some money because, yeah, there's no guarantee. And then what if we only, sign him for like this would be like NFL? We're going to sign you for 5 games. Yeah. So, yeah, at this point you can't sign any. I wouldn't sign anybody and promise them money because it won't happen. So it's just, guys, I can't figure it out. Sports Talk Jay, shout out to Sports Talk Jay. Yeah, he talks about it a lot. So he understands all that, but man, and what they're trying to do with conference realignment. And the SEC might add 2 more teams. And the Big Ten wants to get into Florida. So they want to take Florida State and Notre Dame. But they're maxed out at whatever they're at. They're at 18 teams. And supposedly they're maxed out. They can only take 1. And they'll take Notre Dame. So all kinds of scenarios, guys. I just try to worry about Kentucky, our roster. Just if all that other stuff happens, same thing with basketball. Look, man, you're going with who you got now. And look, do we have a Final Four team? No, hell no, we do not have a Final Four team. But I mean, do we have a good team? Yeah. Can we come in 5th in the SEC or 4th? Yes. Maybe 1st. I mean, we could. But yeah, look, Mark Pope's got a coach. This is what I haven't seen from Mark Pope. Coach, first year, he did a decent job calling plays and coaching those older guys, but not coaching the younger guys. He seems to struggle with younger guys. So look, man, Cam Williams and Trent Noah are going to be important. And if they don't play well, our bench is going to be thin. AFIO, I'm sure lawsuits will come up. Oh yeah, from football players, absolutely. Yeah, eventually get at basketball. Yeah, and then you know how long they can delay that shit in court. They can set that for next year. Yeah, well, Judge, I'll take it up after Christmas. I mean, you just don't know what they're going to do. Yeah, so I don't know. Once you get into court and all that now, and then if Congress, and there's no guarantee, you got to have 60 votes. Is it 60 votes, right? And so I just don't know. I wouldn't count on any of that. So if it happens, great. But if it doesn't, they'd have to hurry up and make. It just doesn't sound to me like they're in any hurry. They weren't in any hurry this week. People were trying to get it to the floor. It didn't get voted on. Well, that tells you right there. We're not voting on it. We're going on recess. Okay. Well, so it's not a priority, and it shouldn't be with all the shit going on in the world and all the stuff. I mean, come on, man, college sports. I mean, there's people that need help. I mean, real people. Yeah. I mean, it's got millionaires, bunch of damn, millions trying to make millions of dollars. Help us make more money so we can jack up the ticket price for the fan. And then fans, the regular guys like us, can't afford to go to a game. Okay. Yeah. And more luxury boxes. And yeah. I say that as, counterpoint to all this. WKRP, the NCAA has been omnipotent bullies. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Bullies your whole life. They have. They went after the schools they wanted to go after. They wanted to go after, they never went after Duke, North Carolina. Nope. We're going to go after Kentucky, though. Yeah. Kid got caught buying got caught taking jewelry from a jewelry store. Yeah. Okay. They gave him some jewelry. Oh, he was going to pay for it. Okay. Yeah, that's not a violation. Yeah. But Mark Stoops has a guy not clock in at a UK hospital, and that's a violation. Okay. Yeah. Well, part of it is our media is so stupid. Our own media turns us in. That's how dumb we are. Our media. So, oh, yeah. I was in Mississippi and Alabama, and I'll tell you what an Alabama fan told me. There's no way in the hell anybody from the media down here would turn somebody in on the school. It would not happen. Yeah. So, yeah. I mean, look, it's all about money, and it was always a hustle. I mean, come on, man. Rick Pitino. And we paid players, dude. Come on. Everybody. Bobby Knight paid players. I want to hear it. Okay. That's why you had Adidas shoes. And yeah. People got money. The death penalty. Oh, man. Pruitt, yeah. Tennessee. Well, they didn't like him at Tennessee. But yeah, they could have gotten the death penalty. But they didn't. Look, it's Tennessee. And look, just when's the last time an ACC school went on probation? You just tell me. How about Big East? Now, it's always, UCLA didn't go on probation, did they? Maybe they did. I don't think they did. No, I don't think they did. Anyway, look, it was always about money. They fixed games, guys. Look, the NFL's always been fixed. The Jets Super Bowl fixed. I mean, Super Bowl III now, I know it's kind of like the moon landing. I used to think, there's no way that's fake. They landed on the moon. Now, you know what? I don't know if we landed on the moon. I don't know if the Jets should have beat the Colts. Why did the backup quarterback for the Colts, throw 3 interceptions right to somebody and miss people that were wide open? I don't know. So the Jets owner had some gambling debts. So what? Right? So I don't know. Basketball player want to buy a phone time card. Yeah. Basketball players. I mean, and back in, how many of you think you got athletes that were graduating that could not read? Yeah, they passed that class. Personal tutor giving you answers to the test. Yeah, like now, you think Monsilovich we gave $6 million to? You think he's going to fail a history class? You think he's going to fail calculus? No, he's going to pass. You ain't going to. Now a degree means, it's nothing. You might as well throw a degree and throw it in the trash. And I used to think, what these athletes, I always saw communications. What the hell's a communications degree? What the, what? Sports medicine. I don't know. So yeah, a degree means nothing. Bob and I went nuts. Yeah, players didn't go to class. He's popped off because that was Calipari's. And at UMass, that was his MO, and he thought it happened here. And no, they went to class. Now, did they learn anything? I don't know, but yeah, we went to class. But yeah, Bobby Knight. I mean, I like some things about Bobby Knight. He did respect Kentucky. I will say that because when we went on probation and we had the UKIT and everybody pulled out, and when we went on probation, I think it's Rick Pitino's first year. He said, no, we said we're playing. Yeah. And he loved Kaywood Lefford. So, Bobby Knight had some enduring qualities and some good qualities, but he was a man of his time. I mean, AVO, have a communications degree. Okay, public relations. All right. For internet, for a newspaper, and work for a medical corporation. Well, and now my daughter works for a medical corporation. She makes good money. But yeah, I don't know about for a newspaper. Yeah, I don't know what these students who can't speak and spell are going to do with a communications degree, but it's something. Jason Parker, under Tubby. Oh yeah, he flunked out of school. Yeah, I don't know how you. I forgot that. I don't even know if he was any good, and I don't know how you flunk out of school. Intern for a newspaper. Oh, you intern. Okay, well, wow. Intern. Okay, well, wow. An intern for a newspaper. I cannot remember. I don't even know where you find a newspaper now in Evansville, Indiana. It used to be in the store. I don't know where they're at. I haven't read a newspaper since 2010. I haven't wrote a check. I see people writing a check. I haven't written a check. Man, 2005. I don't, yeah. But newspaper, wow. Print media is dead. Yes. The weatherman. I don't need the weather forecast. I got it right here. I'll just go on Ryan Hall, y'all, or I'll just go on weatherchannel.com, and I don't need for the weatherman to come on at 5:15 and tell me I already know what the weather's going to be. See, I can do this. It's magic. I just show weather on the front right here, and I click it. Look at that. I know every hour. I know what it's going to do. I don't need the weatherman. I don't need you, weatherman. I like you, but I don't need you. And it's 80 degrees right now in Evansville, Indiana, as you can see. See, I don't magic phone. Tell me anything. Chat GPT. Yeah. But yeah, newspaper. Wow. I say that jokingly, but phones. What are you going to do without them? Elon Musk says there will not be phones in 10 years. It will not be apps and a phone. There'll be other devices. Well, I don't know what else you could do. Put a chip in my head. I don't want to know everything. Jesus. I just want to know, where. I will say this. I don't know what I'd do without without maps, because now I need directions. I don't without Google Maps, because I just GPS. If I didn't have that in my car, I wouldn't know how to go anywhere. Used to, when you went to Nashville, you go, okay, I'm going to Nashville. I got to get off this highway at this exit and go here. Now you just go, yeah, I need to go to this address on my phone. Set it down. Okay, turn here. Yeah, so I like it. I like technology, but it makes you stupid. Yeah, yeah. So I used to read. Well, I can still read a map, but yeah, get the map out. Okay, I'm going to Birmingham. I can go this way. I can cut through northern Mississippi and then cut over Alabama and take the back roads. And yeah, those were the good old days when you got lost and you knew that odd number highways go north and south, and even numbered highways go east and west. There you go. So if you're supposed to be going north and you're on an even numbered highway, you're going in the wrong direction. You need to be on see? Yeah, nobody needs to know that anymore. If it gets to the point where I don't feel in control, I will hate it. Oh my God. Well, you know what? Don't look now, APO, but you're not in control. It's already listening to. Look, this thing. You ever have your phone listen to you and answer a question you didn't even ask it? I'll be talking to my wife and they'll go, yeah, I didn't get that or whatever. It's like, I wasn't talking to you. See, it came on just now when I was talking. So yeah, no, this thing's already following you, dude. Every time you go on a website, cookies, it knows, oh, he's on Kentucky Sports Radio. Oh, he likes sports. Okay. So yeah. Flock cameras. Look, there's good and bad with technology. Can flock cameras be used for absolutely catch people? And it can be used for bad. So I don't know. How do we get into this conversation? I don't know. Anyway, football's on, summer practice. Maybe those games are fixed. Let's pay off some referees. I'm just saying that jokingly. But no, I would never bet on the NFL. I don't bet money. I will on college, but I will not bet money on the NFL because it's too random. Favorite or most memorable win for UK football? I will say Alabama for me. I mean, I know we beat LSU, but when we beat Alabama, that might have been in my lifetime. It was either that or LSU. But you know what? They tore down the damn goalpost and took them and threw them in the river, right? So I would say Alabama. I would say Alabama. For me, that's the one I remember the most. NIL refs having to be getting paid. Oh yeah, refs getting paid, Corey. Refs getting paid, and the quarterback or wide receiver or running back. That's the guys you want to use to fix the game. Yeah, our 3-point shooter misses a bunch of shots. Cover the point spread. It isn't about in basketball. It's not about wins. It's the point spread. Cover or either don't cover the spread. If we're not going to cover the spread, then I'm going to miss a bunch of shots, and me and you are going to help them, and we're going to get paid a little money. I say that jokingly, but it's actually we don't have a river. Well, what did they throw it into water for, John? They said they threw it into some what water? And where did they take the goalpost? You're right. You don't have a river. Where did they take it? They threw it into some water. A lake? They threw it in a lake? I don't know what they did. If you lose a close game on BS, then the refs got paid. I agree, Corey. You see it all the time. That Georgia game with Auburn, where that guy he crossed the goal line, man. I mean, come on. He crossed the goal line. And they're like, yeah, touchdown. That's close enough. They look at it, and then you show a replay, and you see the guy the ball crossed and they're like, no touchdown. Yeah, you're like, okay, this is fixed. They didn't throw it in water? Well, I don't know where I got that from, John. Okay, somehow I remembered water. I thought they carried it somewhere. Okay, well, they took it downtown. Okay, I don't know what I was thinking. Okay, wrong school. You're right. They didn't throw it in water. They took it downtown, right? And they were carrying it around and like doing a parade or whatever. Okay, I don't know what I was thinking. I had to come up with water. Okay, wrong city, wrong team. If you remember 2007 LSU, yep. We stopped them. Didn't they still win the national championship that year? Siri, who won the national championship college football in 2007? The Florida Gators. Here's an answer from DNAVSports.com. The Florida Gators. Okay, never mind. I thought LSU. Maybe we knocked them out then. Ended up in O-line's backyard. Okay, well, all right. Well, hey, in O-line's backyard. Okay, well, that's even wow. LSU won. Okay, that's 2006. That's probably 2006. Yeah, LSU won despite our one loss. Yeah, it was us. And we didn't do anything, guys. After that, and we beat LSU and we lose to like Mississippi State. And I was like, what? That's when it disappointed me was. I thought we were going to do something that year. We did not. I thought we would do something that year. But yeah, we lost to Mississippi State, man. It's like, come on. But yeah, so I just want to, I want it to be a fun year. I do want football to be exciting, but I don't care as long as we win. That's all I'm saying is. Same thing with basketball. I mean, basketball's been so ugly, Jesus. But basketball, yeah. Mark Pope, look, man. At some point, he's got to show he can coach. Coach at a high level. Okay, at some point. So it better be this year. Because I keep saying, worst case scenario, what if we go 4-8 in basketball, in football, 4-8, and then Mark Pope totally blows it and gets fired? Then what happens to UK athletics? We'll be looking for a new basketball coach, and we paid all those players all that money, and they only won 4 games. Okay, that's the worst case scenario. I don't know what happens. So, do you concerned with the injury histories of our new football players? Yes, AVO, yeah, a couple of them. Nick Anderson, kind of, haven't seen him. I mean, look, it's a concern. I mean, yeah, it's a concern. The knees, I think one's an ankle. Yeah, it's concerning, but supposedly they're okay. Well, we'll see. Soup's first bowl win was Penn State. Yeah, probably. Is that true? Penn. I don't know. Yeah, maybe. It's been tough being a Kentucky football fan, Corey. Oh, it's always been tough. Like I said, we're always going to feed basketball. Basketball's always going to come first. Always. Hell, Bear Bryant knew that. Adolph Rupp. I mean, that tells you right there. It has not changed, and it will not change. We will never. I don't care if Will Stein wins 9 games and Mississippi has a good year. We'll still put the same amount of money into basketball. There'll be people that still. It's going to be basketball. I mean, I hate to say it. I can tell you by the videos I put on. If I put a basketball video on, that sucker gets out. Okay, I can put the best football video on. No, people love basketball. So, I mean, I get it. That's just the way it is. It's hard to do a football channel, though. I will say that. I'm approaching 1,600. If you haven't subscribed, hit that like and subscribe button if you're watching this back. I'm trying. If I get to 2,000, I'll be happy. I'm almost at 1,600. That'd be fine. Look, I don't expect to. I haven't monetized my channel because I know. Look, man, when football season, yeah, I'll have a pretty good amount. But after that, when basketball starts, I'll do basketball. But into you and I. Yeah, money wasn't an issue. Man, listen, money's always an issue. I don't care what they say. That money is an issue. Oh, okay, all right, yeah, all right. Like we're gonna be able to keep up with LSU and football and Texas. No, we're not. No, we're not. No, I don't care. It's not an issue because we're not trying to win a national championship in football. That's why it's not an issue. If the expectation was the basketball, if the football expectation was the same as the basketball expectation, it would be an issue. But since it isn't an issue, don't tell anybody because we just want to be good. If we make the playoffs every once in a while, hey, that would be great. But as long as we are exciting and we win 8 games, 9 games, but it'll eventually get to the point where they won't be good enough. So yeah, the basketball and football expectations are not the same. So that's all I got to say to that. Money's always an issue. All right. I don't want to hear it. And yeah, all right, then release the numbers and tell me what we spent on each sport then. Yeah, and then let's compare it. NIL, we're paying $20 million a roster. So when there wasn't NIL, we paid the first year there was NIL, Corey, we paid $20 million. We didn't pay anybody when there wasn't NIL because it was illegal. Now when NIL started, then yeah, we had a $20 million roster, but not before because that would have been illegal. I'm going this year, APO, with no expectations. Yeah, I mean, I just have fun. First year, and we lost to Western Kentucky. Oh, yeah, well, look, Mark Stoops inherited. Let me tell you what. There was no NIL. What Mark Stoops did, I'm going to tell you what. That guy needs a statue. They count, and they did count. The school counts 82 wins for him. So 82 and 80. I did look at the school. There's some people that don't count the 10 illegal player not, but yeah. So he won 82 games and he coached for 13 years and he built it the hard way. Yeah. When he came here, man, they didn't have, I mean, we had no players. Joker Phillips, they handed that guy a team. I never liked Joker Phillips. I liked him as a coordinator. I knew, why are you handing him the job? He didn't earn that job. They handed it to him and he failed miserably. And yeah, Mark Stoops took over and we didn't have anybody. I thought, oh my God. Yeah, that's back when you're like, please, guys, just let's win. If we could just win 5 games, 6 games. What Mark Stoops did without money, what maybe under the table, but not over the table, was amazing. Just being able to do that. I never thought that would happen. 5 stars all over the field, very few teams. You know what, WKRP, most people don't even care about high school players. If you're talking about high school players. Yeah, Indiana, 55th in recruiting last year. Won the national championship. So if you got money, you can buy players. I was at those games. They freaking count. Yeah, John. Yeah, I mean, look, man, it's just because they didn't clock in at the UK hospital or somebody was ghost employment. Chris Rodriguez. Man, come on, man. Yeah, well, they count on the web on the schools. So I'm gonna say he won 82 games. Okay, so yeah, you're gonna have to do a lot to win 82 games here. Okay, that'd be 10 years of 8 games a year, and you ain't gonna get that. So yeah, I mean, look, he did it the hard way, but he did a good job, and he developed players. Will Stein still got to develop players. Look, we can buy players, but as you can see, we're going to use high school players. So yeah, we need to develop players. So Stoops had to raise funds and not focus on coaching. Yep. No, that's true, Corey. Yeah, look, man. Yeah, and your whole team's going to leave next year. Am I going to get playing time? Then I'm leaving. So you got to re-sign your team and then go sign new. Yeah, I mean, look, if you're an older guy and then you're like, man, yeah, you're probably like, I don't want to do this. Yeah, it's not about now. It's just about me. It's not about the team. It's not about Kentucky. It's about me, I. Will Stein will still pay people. The minute I don't care how good a coach he is, you're gonna pay people or they ain't coming here. They ain't coming. So money will always be an issue. I know that they're going, oh, don't worry about it. Yeah. Well, okay. I won't worry about it, but yeah. We don't have any, we could have used some more players. Okay. If we should have bought some better players out of the portal at wide receiver. We bought one. So we'll get 8 or 9 high price studs, and then we'll just feed the 8 or 9 people and try to build a team around those. So it's a strategy. But yeah, Stoops, yeah, I mean, come on. Nobody liked that. A bunch of people quit. Basketball coaches quit. Virginia's coach quit. I mean, yeah. Because now, yeah, you're just, it's all about money. Chris Rodriguez was being selfish. Yep. I mean, look, he was probably, you know what? He wasn't the first person that ever didn't go to work. And yeah. But yeah, he's Washington Redskins goal line back. But yeah, he was like everybody else. Lynn Bowden. You think Lynn Bowden didn't do? I mean, look, he just got caught, and I don't know who gave him up, but yeah, yeah. And playing Louisville, yeah, Stein does have an unfair advantage. Oh, and playing Louisville, yeah, maybe it gives him an advantage. I mean, look, we're gonna find out whether he can coach or not. Corey, I bet teams pay players to transfer. Oh, it's about other teams. Sure, they do. Look, man. Look, you can record with an ink pen. An ink pen records. There's recording devices that that are just you would never know that I have. If I have anything could be a recording device. This cup right here, I have a camera in here. You'll never see it. I'll just sit it right here on the table. It'll be sitting here. I'll be sitting here drinking out of it. It's recording this right now. Yeah, I mean, so yeah, it's too easy now. Everybody knows your playbook. Vandergriff was a plant. Well, if he was a lousy one because, man, he turned out to not be good. I don't know about that guy, John. I just don't think he was ready to play. I think he was overrated. I think he was a good high school quarterback. He was little, and the first time he got popped a couple times, he didn't like it. So he ain't even playing anymore. So I don't know what happened to him. Yeah, that was bad. But yeah, I mean, so before I get off here, we've been on here an hour and 23 minutes. What if we do not win 6 games? How mad will you be? And even if you're watching this back after this video is over, if we are not 6-6, how upset are you going to be? Put it down in the comment section for me. That's my question for the night. I mean, look, I won't be real upset, okay? And it depends on how we play, and okay, that's fine. Did we get our ass kicked, and was it, exciting ass kicking? I understand what you're saying. You don't want to get beat 52-3 with like Rich Brooks and shit. Well, yeah, we're getting beat bad. But yeah, our 40-0 Joker Phillips. But yeah, what happens if we only win 4-5 games? How upset will you be? I'm not gonna get real upset the first year. I want to see, this guy's got a coach. Minchie's got to play. We got Minchie for 2 years. Now it's gonna hurt us we got offensive linemen, but I won't be angry, but I'd be disappointed. Yeah, like a father. Yeah. Now look, guys, you got like the 5th hardest schedule in the country. I mean, look. Like I said, you watched my video where I said we'll go. There's a guy that made a case for us to go 3-9, and he wasn't wrong with his information. I mean, I don't think we'll go 3-9 or 4-8, but you just don't know. I don't think that'll happen. Like I said, I'm calling 6 wins. If we don't get 6 wins, I'll be disappointed. We got to get Louisville. You got to get the home games: Florida, Vanderbilt, Louisville. If you lose one of them, now you're in trouble because it's the 2 non-cons. That's 5. Then you just got to get somebody else, South Carolina, Missouri. But if you don't get them, if we don't get Louisville this year, and Louisville's supposed to win, some people got Louisville winning the ACC and ranked. So look, we ain't got any. Ain't no easy games here. Okay, Oklahoma, Texas A&M, LSU. Yeah, who the hell? Tennessee, at Missouri, South Carolina loaded up even. So they're trying to save his job. It ain't no easy game. So we'll see. No way he loses year 1 to Louisville. I hope not, APO. But Louisville's, like I said, some people got them winning the ACC. So we are an underdog to Louisville. I think we were a 9. Well, it's early. As of right now, we're like a 9.5 underdog to Louisville. That don't mean anything. I want to see Stein maneuver some close wins. Yeah, well, that'll be the WKRP. That'll be it. It's going to be coming down to a few plays. So what does Will Stein? How can he coach? Can he? We know Sloan can call a game. We know Jay Bateman can call a game. But what about Will Stein? And what happens when it, like I think our wins, look, guys, I don't see us starting off to a fast start. I think our wins will come in November when we start playing Tennessee, Missouri, Louisville. That's the games we got to get. At the beginning of the year, I mean, talking about at Oklahoma, at Texas A&M, LSU. Look, we ain't getting a lot of wins. If we don't get Alabama, and I don't know that we will, we ain't getting it. It's going to be we're going to be 2-4, 2-5. So yeah, we got to catch up here when we get to Vanderbilt and all the rest of those teams. Florida, like we got to get Florida. So we'll see. I mean, we'll see. Is where wins are. Monica Gore, yes. Yeah, the back half, yeah. Which means you got to stay healthy. And yeah, people got to keep getting better. Receivers keep getting better. Minchie keeps getting better. No injuries, knock on wood. Because we don't have, listen, I mean, we got 8 offensive linemen, but we don't have 10. And we definitely don't have depth at receiver. And there's not a lot of running back. If 2 running backs get hurt, okay, now we're in trouble. Okay, if 2 people get banged up, now one back sets, and yeah. So I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I mean, I think sporadic wins. I agree, AVO. And we have to get an unexpected win. You are right. We have to get one win if we want to have a good year and we have to get one win we're not supposed to get. Somebody, LSU, somebody that we weren't supposed. Oklahoma, just jump up and get, somebody. If we could do that, then you're looking at 6 wins, 7 wins. If we don't, now you're looking at 5 wins. So, but Louisville's the key. Louisville's at home, right? So yeah, it's a home game. Okay, so yeah, Louisville's at home. Got to win that game. I mean, got to win Louisville. Got to win Vandy. Got to get Florida at home. Yeah, you got to get those 3, and then 2 non-cons. That's 5. So then you just win a couple over here on the other hand, on the other part of the schedule. Then you got yourself a season. But if you lose any of those games, now we're looking, now we get down to the Vegas line, and we don't want that. So anyway, all right, look, I just want to jump on here. Basketball, once again, I thought basketball practice, you can watch, I have a basketball video in the description. You can watch it. I talk about summer practice. I have like 16 shorts where I show you 16 plays from summer practice. I split them up, and I show you every other night. I do football, basketball for the rest of the month. So you can watch the summer practice. I thought it looked good. I thought the team looked good. But we're going to have some luck. We need a stretch 4, and we don't have one. So, and there's no guarantee on the 5-for-5 rule because if you're, excuse me, Congress went on a 30-day recess. So, you can't expect it, I do like the Morton kid, Jerron Morton, and I do like Justin McBride playing the 4 if he had to. So we got some skilled players on basketball. And yeah, last 2 Louisville games. Oh yeah, 41-0 4. Yeah. How do we score 14? Yeah. Yeah, they got us. And we quit in that last one, man. That really made me mad. You could see they just quit. Poor Cutter Bowley. Hawthorne might be able to stretch 4. Yeah, but Corey, he's 190. What is he, 190? What's he listed at? 195. And that's skinny. I mean, he can't play under the basket. They'll just push his ass around. I don't know. Maybe he can. Maybe he's athletic. I mean, maybe he's athletic and he can. But Tayshaun Prince, I don't know. But yeah, there's another guy that's gonna have to put on some weight. Dude, you got to put on some weight. I mean, damn, you 6'8", 195. I mean, hey, maybe. I mean, we'll see. Maybe he will. I looked at him. He dunked. I mean, I got a short of him dunking. I know I have a short of him dunking. And then he hit a jump shot. So I don't know. I know this. Cam Williams and Trent Noah have to get better. If they are the same as they were last year, we're in trouble. We're in trouble. All right. Well, anyway, guys, look, I'll come back next week. We'll see what happens when more practice goes next week. I'll come back on Monday night maybe and see what's going on. Mike, what's up? CBS Sports finishing 5th. Yeah, you said that. And that's probably about right. Yeah, that's probably about where we'll finish in the SEC. We'll probably finish 5th. We won't get ahead of Tennessee. We won't get ahead of Florida. Who else they got ahead of us? Arkansas, maybe somebody else. No, that's about right. Yep, that's about right. Unless I see something different, that's where I'd put us. I put us fifth. I mean, could we go fourth? Yeah. Well, hopefully to God we don't fall any farther than fifth. But yeah, I mean, I put us fourth, fifth right now. I mean, we'll see. And it's up to Mark Pope, the coaching. At some point, coaching. So I don't want to hear that team's tired and we're left-hand point. I'm tired of excuses from the guy. Coach the damn team. Get the players on the floor. Don't take them out. I don't care who's tired. You got to play when you're tired. You go to work when you're tired, right? We're in real life. What are you teaching these kids? If you're tired, then just give up. No, dude, you fight through it. Come on. It's basketball. It's 30, what is it, like 20 minutes, a half? I mean, hell, in the 70s, 80s, nobody came out of a game. So I don't know. But yeah, Mike, I think that's about right for right now. And then we'll see what happens. Florida, I mean, look, once again, Florida, Texas. We might have passed Texas, someone said. So if we get the guy, yeah. So I don't know. Look, I don't know. I just know this. We need to do well in our league. Okay. Let's win our league. Okay. Or try to play in Nashville or Atlanta, wherever the hell that thing is. The SEC tournament is. Let's play on Saturday, maybe even Sunday. Now, even if we lost, I'll take a Sunday, anything. But yeah, it's all speculation, right? Football and basketball, nobody knows. It could go well, could go bad, could go in the middle. We'll see. All right, guys, I'll probably come back Monday, and we'll see what happens Monday, Tuesday, and I will come back next week, and we will talk about football, and I guess basketball is going to be practicing too. So, let's get excited about football, and the sky's the limit right now, right? So, I mean, let's win 8 games. But anyway, look, guys, I appreciate it if you're watching this back. Thanks for watching this back. I appreciate it. And look, I'm going to get on here every once in a while. And hey, come on, we'll talk about football, basketball. If you haven't been on live, you're watching this back, jump on a live. We'll talk about anything. We were talking about politics. I don't even know what else we were talking about tonight. Lots of stuff. So look, again, it's still hot out there. I know it's today. So be safe. Have a good weekend. I'll see you next week. Go Cats.